At the very heart of Nazi Germany
lies the dreadful Holocaust.
It was a period of mass murder
and genocide conducted by Nazi Germany.
They were openly against Jews,
Disabled people,
people who didn't meet the appearance standards, or any other groups that seemed
insignificant in their eyes. This is one of the darkest chapters in human history soon to be unfolded.
During this horrific event,
A place of unimaginable suffering
and death,
established to serve as the
regime's sinister goals. Yet the Nazis continued these camps
to serve numerous purposes. The question is whether these camps were effective in achieving their own objectives. One of these main objectives was that the concentration camps served as forced labor camps, a key factor of Nazi ideology, referencing to the Holocaust Encyclopedia, involving the topic of Nazi belief about people imprisoned in these camps.
Nazi ideology also identified hard manual labor as a preferred means not only of punishing intellectual opponents,
but also of educating Germans to be racially conscious and to support the racial goals of National Socialism.
This propaganda strategy justified the camps, labeling prisoners as threats to society. But the harsh conditions, including
scarce poor quality food,
clothing, and shelter,
all made the camps ineffective as labor centers. Many prisoners were too weak or sick to work, and many died from exhaustion, disease, or starvation.
Ghettos. These are densely populated areas where Jews were forced to live, often known as a predecessor to concentration camps. These are places where groups of people are forcibly separated from the rest of society.
Over 1,000 ghettos were set up throughout Nazi-occupied territories,
and over 400,000 Jews were crammed into the Warsaw Ghetto, a small area of 1.3 square miles. Like concentration camps,
these overcrowded and unsanitary conditions had weakened the Jewish population.
making them more vulnerable to be removed and exterminated. Ellis Lewin, a Holocaust survivor.
It was the beginning of the end of survival, of becoming a different existence, totally different human being, another world. That world was just fast and faster disappeared.
Ellis Lewin was born in Lodz. He was 8 years old when the Germans established a ghetto in his city. He, his father Joseph, his mother Hannah, and his sister Miriam were incarcerated in the ghetto for 4 long years.
I was constantly kept inside. I was not to go out. So I was like inside forever. And we started living inside. When any playing we did as children, we did inside. There was no outside anymore. It was no longer next week or what should we have done a year ago. Now we're confronted with the devil himself, and we were instantly cut off from everything. And the instant brutality, the instant orders, the instant change. It was not a slower way of introducing you into that kind of a existence. It was like the door shutting on you, and that's it.
Ellis talks about the constant and immediate drastic change that happened once he was incarcerated in the ghetto. But it was not only one immediate change, it was an ongoing process of changes that influenced every aspect of life. Even his concept of time changed, and the future was reduced to the next hour, the next day.
While concentration camps served the Nazi regime's goals of oppression
and extermination, at the end, they were ultimately ineffective. The legacy of these camps is one of horror and human suffering, a sworn reminder of the dangers
of unchecked hatred
and intolerance.